What you're gonna learn. First of all, welcome. By picking up this course, you've done a very wise decision. Whatever you've learned about seduction or how to pick up women in the past is going to be challenged. I am not a guru, nor do I want to be one. I am doing this course because I dived into what others had to say about this subject, and frankly, I was baffled. Not because the teachings in themselves were bad, at least not all of them, but rather because most of the gurus clearly aren't as successful with the ladies as they claim to be. And how do I know this? Because their beliefs about women are wrong. They still come from a mindset that women are of higher or at least equal worth to men. What you'll learn here is different. I'm not going to tell you to hate women, nor do I recommend you to do so, but rather it's just about realizing the truth. And trust me, knowing this truth is going to be liberating. No more will you have to deal with approach anxiety, fear of rejection, or anything similar to that. I personally promise you that after you're done with this course, you will never feel anxious around a woman again. Ever. But not only that, we're going to program your mind into developing alpha male characteristics. As you probably know, women are hardwired to go after the alpha males. And why that is, we'll get into in the beginning of the first module. Anyways, the teachings that you're about to digest are real experiences from my own life, and everything in this course has been lived before it was told. Nothing here is made up stuff that doesn't work in real life. And also, this course has been designed not merely to be watched or read, but for you to experience. And this is an important point, because the way the alpha system differs from other seduction courses, actually one of the way it differs, is that it is created in a way to make you be engaged in the process. Watching this stuff alone is not enough, and you'll probably realize that by now. There will be some exercises that I will tell you to do, and it is very important that you really do them. These exercises are all proven to be extremely powerful, and as long as you have a little faith in what I tell you to do and actually do it, you're going to see such results you never thought were possible. So, who am I and why am I qualified to teach you how to pick up women? My name is Tony Ruka, and I've been doing this pickup thing for many years now. It all started in my late teens when I realized that everyone else that I knew was getting laid except me. So, I embarked on a long journey, and hundreds of girls later, actually I've slept with a little over 300 women in the last 3 years, I officially call myself a seduction graduate. And how did I do it? Well, I didn't go the traditional route. As you may know, the traditional pickup wisdom says that you should 1. Memorize a bunch of pickup lines, and 2. Go out to a club and make an ass out of yourself. And while this method works, I knew that A. I wasn't gonna do it. I've tried it, but I just couldn't pull myself to continue doing it, and B. It wasn't very effective. I knew some guys who had gone this route, but it took them many years before they ever got it. So, instead I developed another way. This way involves no pickup lines and no stepping out of your comfort zone. But not only that, it is also more effective than actually going out and practicing for real. And this method is called laser targeting. And I'll tell you exactly how to do it step by step once we reach module 3. Before that though, we have a whole bunch of other very important stuff to cover, so I really urge you to watch this whole video series from start to finish without skipping parts or jumping ahead. Everything you'll watch, read, or digest will be built on what we covered in the chapter or video before, and therefore you will really miss out if you choose to jump ahead. Here's an overview of what we're going to cover in this course and what you can expect. Module 1. Foundation. First of all, we need to cover the fundamentals of what makes a woman attracted to you in the first place. Just as a plane wouldn't fly without its wings, you won't ever be able to go far in this game if you don't understand these principles. It is the groundwork for everything else that comes later. And even though you might have done this pickup thing for many years, or even if you read 100 books on the subject, I promise you that you'll learn something new here. Everything included in this first module are my observations as well as observations from actual women that I've interviewed or slept with. There will be no sugarcoating, and I guarantee you that the knowledge you'll gain here will be invaluable to you. We're going to cover what women really want, and trust me, it's not what you've been taught before, how to pass their tests, the 6 automated human response triggers, like if you want to know how to manipulate another human being, that's exactly what you're going to learn here, and basically everything else related to the deeper, unconscious part of attraction between the sexes. Module 2, Self-Actualization. This next part is crucial. This is where we dive deep into the knowledge of neuroscience and we learn why we are as we are and how to change it. As Module 1 was all about the rules of the human condition in general and how to manipulate that in your favor, Module 2 is all about interchange. And here's some of what we'll cover. How to unleash your true personality and stop giving a fuck. How to stop negative thoughts forever. How to turn your flaws in your favor. And much, much more. After this module, everything will start to click and hopefully you'll take away a lot of aha moments. Module 3, Condition. As we've now built a solid foundation, it is time to do laser targeting. This is the time we use cutting-edge neuroscience and we rewire your brain into however you like it to be. And since this process is so powerful, it is crucial that you go through the first 2 modules before this one just to make sure that you rewire it in a way that is absolutely certain to help you get laid and to become a happier person in general. Aside from laser targeting, there will be many more techniques and methods to use that will brainwash you into getting new personality traits and loss of fear in general. I've included some techniques that will almost instantly cure your approach anxiety and fear of rejection for good. Module 4, Action. Now, as we've successfully started to change your brain wiring, we can start to get into the actual technical stuff of the seduction itself. This module is the longest of them all as we'll cover everything you need to know from how to open a conversation, how to keep talking and never run out of things to say, and all the way into the bedroom. Also, we're going to cover online, phone, and text game. Mostly, as for myself, I am very honest and straightforward when talking to women. I don't have anything to hide, nor do I give a shit about what they think of me. However, that still doesn't mean there aren't tricks and persuasive tactics that you can use, and we're gonna cover all of them. I'm not gonna hold back on anything, and I'll tell you everything you need to know to successfully get pretty much any woman in bed. So as you can see, we're gonna cover the whole spectrum. First, we lay the foundation. Next, we fix your limiting beliefs about yourself. Third, we condition your mind into getting the proper traits. And lastly, we cover the technical side of how to actually get a woman in bed and keep her there for as long as you want. And like I've said before, whatever you've learned about pickup before, forget it. What you'll learn here is the whole process, and you're gonna learn it from someone who can actually back up what he says. I will even give you a personal guarantee. If this isn't the best course you've ever done when it comes to attracting the opposite sex and how to grow as a human being, I don't want your money. Just drop me an email and I'll refund your money. Alright? Enough with the small talk. Let's begin.